Hi everyone and welcome to the Audiophiles. I'm Steve. Thank you for joining me. Now, hit that subscription button if you haven't already. If you've subscribed, you already know I'm giving away not one but two box sets. The first being the 50th anniversary Abbey Road 3 LP box, and the second one coming out October 15th, the Let It Be Super Deluxe box. So please, if you haven't subscribed, please click on that button, hit those notifications for any upcoming videos that I might be having. And again, guys, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching my channel. Thank you for all the wonderful comments and all the encouragement and support. I'm really glad you guys are enjoying the channel and liking it that much. Thank you so much. Again, I'm having a blast doing it. So today, 50th anniversary of Dark Side of the Moon, March of 1973 is when this album was released. One of the most successful commercial albums of all time. Now, will they come out with a 50th anniversary? What will it look like? Will Mobile Fidelity Sound Labs, will they be part of it? Will they do a one-step? Let's talk about this on the other side of the Audiophile. I mean, of course, if you're a Pink Floyd fan, Dark Side of the Moon fan, in 2023, March, of course, we all want to see a 50th anniversary pressing come out or release come out. Maybe a box set, maybe outtakes. I would love to see that. I think that would be fascinating. Obviously, we all know we'd all buy it, being audiophile collectors or Pink Floyd fans or Pink Floyd enthusiasts. I mean, wow. I mean, I couldn't imagine what that would look like, and I would assume that it would just be more than just the album itself. I mean, it would make a lot of sense being the 50th anniversary and looking at all the other pressings that are out there by the Beatles and Rolling Stones, and you know, with the outtakes that they have and some of their stuff. So, I mean, we all have a lot of these albums. I mean, I've got the MoFi version. I've got a original Canadian pressing. This is actually my dad's pressing. I remember even as a little boy, I was actually born in 1973, so I remember growing up with this album, which is kind of crazy. So I listened to it as just a little guy years and years and years ago, so grew up with this album. And then we have, of course, the Bernie Grundman cut from analog tapes, cut from a digital source from the analog tapes. So again, this is a great sounding album as well. And then behind me, I've got the Kevin Gray and Doug Sax 30th anniversary album. I love that one. Has a little bit of surface noise, at least my copy does, but all in. Side 2 rocks it hard. You can really hear everything on side 2. The clocks on, I guess the cashier ringing it up on the money on side 2. The saxophone I hear quite clearly. It's a great sounding album. They cut that from the original masters as well. Very impressed. It's really hard for me to really come up with a clear winner. I mean, I know a lot will say that the UK, the original UK version of Dark Side of the Moon is the go-to copy, and it might just be. There have been copies selling now for like, what, $1,200 lately for the original UK version, so quite impressive there. So will MoFi do a 50th anniversary one-step? So if anyone's familiar with the one-step, it's cut at 45 RPM. They're cut originally from the master tapes. Now, could you imagine what that would be like, having to flip Dark Side of the Moon so many times because it being a 45 cut? I couldn't even imagine what that would look like. So I guess there would only be 2 songs on the first side, maybe 3 on the second side, and then 2 each on the other 2 LPs. So it would definitely be a different listening experience than anyone's ever used to. But I mean, it being cut on a 45 RPM from the master tapes by Mobile Fidelity, and with their Clarity vinyl, I mean, you know, in their one-step lacquer process. I mean, come on, wouldn't that be the audiophile's dream, or a Pink Floyd enthusiast's dream? And if this was to happen, I mean, it's a long shot. We all know that David Gilmour and Roger Waters are not liking each other these days. They're crabby old men, so who knows if anything's going to happen with the 50th anniversary. But I would love to see Mobile Fidelity step up and do this. And you know, of course, they've limited a lot of their albums in the past, such as the Eagles, to what, 7,000, 7,500. Maybe if they were to do this, they limit it to a lot more. I don't know, 50,000, 100,000. I couldn't even imagine, because we all know within the day it was announced, it would be sold out. So that would be exciting. I know we can do a petition today, but anyone that's watching this, that's my dream as a Pink Floyd fan. I want to see Mobile Fidelity release a one-step, 45 RPM one-step. I know it would be really weird. It would be a weird experience, but I think the sound would hopefully make up for having to flip it so many times, being a 45 cut. That would be my dream for the 50th anniversary, and maybe if they didn't do outtakes, just having the one-step cut at 45 would I guess would do it for me. And if they don't go Mobile Fidelity, which of course who knows with licensing, and who knows what the vinyl market will be like in a few years. I mean, maybe Bernie Grundman does another cut of it. They include outtakes. I mean, the 2016 remaster, that sounds great as well, as I guess a lot of you guys know who have it. I mean, I've showed it before on some of my videos as well. You can see it here. You know, this one, I mean, you know, it's James Guthrie, Joel Plant, and Bernie Grundman mastered and cut this one. So it sounds great. I'm really impressed, like I said, with my 30th anniversary. That was mastered and cut by Doug Sachs and Kevin Gray. Wow. And then, of course, I've got my original Canadian version. It's very, very hard to determine which one sounds the best. I mean, I like my Mobile Fidelity one as well. It's half-speed cut by Stan Ricker. That's why I think that it would be so fascinating to put a 45 RPM one-step in the running as well for the 50th anniversary. Again, that is my dream. It's probably all just not going to happen, and it's something I'd love to see. Guys, if you have any comments on this, I'd love to hear from you. We've got a year and a half out, and of course, nothing in the woodworks right now. I'm not hearing anything about a 50th anniversary pressing of Dark Side of the Moon or anything like that at this point, but hopefully soon we'll hear something. In the meantime, you know, keep spinning your records, turning the music up loud, and let's just hope that we see a really cool 50th anniversary pressing by Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon. Until next time, have a good one.